Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Turkish Super League Highlight Show here on beIN Sports as we take a look back at round 30 of this season. Can't believe that we are only 4 weeks away from the end of the season. Who will be the champions? Well, coming up on the program, we will see if Fenerbahce can be the champions as they were able to take on Antalyaspor to end the round. Meanwhile, Galatasaray, they had a big road test against Alanyaspor. Would Galatasaray stay at the top of the table? And Besiktas on the quest for the three-peat, taking on recently promoted Yeni Malatyaspor. But before we get to the league action, let's take a look at some of the activity in the Turkish Cup semifinals.
Eric Krakauer, Akhisarspor and Galatasaray. It was 2-1 after the first leg, but Akhisarspor, they're trying to go through. They get an early goal here. It's a Yevhen Shelezhnov for Akhisarspor at the second leg in Turk Telekom.
Yeah, perhaps thinking the tie was over. Galatasaray taking their eyes off the ball and conceding 2 goals. Shelezhnov with a second. This was a major upset. Fatih Terim not happy. And in the other semifinal, here we see Ricardo Quaresma not taking a corner kick, and you'll see why. The fans throwing objects at the Portuguese winger. The game would turn out to be a bit of a disaster, as we know there's a fine line between fiery passion and hostility. Senol Gunes taking an object to his head, going down. The game would be postponed, and he'd need 5 stitches in his head.
So no news yet on what will happen in terms of the second leg between Fenerbahce and Besiktas. So back to the league play. Istanbul Başakşehir versus Kayserispor. Başakşehir, of course, coming off the 2-0 loss at Galatasaray. Meanwhile, Kayserispor 3-2 winners versus Gençler Birliği. And early on, 28th minute, the man who usually assists the goals, he scores them this time.
Arda Turan breaks the midfield line with his dribble, pulling the defenders out and then putting Visca through. He took a shot here, powerful outside of his foot, forcing a fantastic save from Silvio Lung Jr.
It is 0-0, or 1-0 at this point in favor of Başakşehir at home at the Başakşehir Fatih Terim Stadium. Look at this effort here, Amol da Costa.
Pretty impressive from his center back. He'll be plying his trade for Morocco in the World Cup, but represented Portugal at the youth levels. That's where he got all his skill, George.
Oh, he got it in Portugal. Oh, okay. I got to remember that if I have a kid with talent, send him to Portugal. How about this header here? Umut Bulut scored in the earlier fixture in round 13. Scores here.
All alone, a sea of defenders. He still manages to get to the ball and places it where the goalkeeper cannot reach it.
Başakşehir looking for the go-ahead goal. And this man, Arda Turan, provides it for Başakşehir.
The former Barcelona man picks up the clearance here and then rifles in a daisy cutter off the post and in.
So Başakşehir up 2-1 at this point, looking to make it 3. And Eniro Elia, who's been scoring a lot of goals. This might have taken a deflection, but still a rocket shot off the post.
Smacking the ball straight into the bar there. Did take a little bit of a deflection, as you said, George. But he would score here. He makes a smart run to the near post, understanding that Emmanuel Adebayor is going to head the ball down to him.
Yeah, 3-1 is the final in favor of Istanbul Başakşehir. Akhisarspor, fresh off of their first ever qualification for the Turkish Cup final, and they get a goal early on, Mugdad Çelik.
Elder Barbosa, the Portuguese, with the free kick strike. Beto, another Portuguese, cannot keep it out of danger, and Çelik pounces on that one.
Another chance, or a chance here. First real dangerous chance for Göztepe, aside from Ismir making the trip. And it's still 1-0 at this point in favor of Akhisarspor. And Göztepe's penalty chance here. Nabil Ilash has been scoring recently as well, buries it.
Yeah, perhaps a soft call. And Gilas, the Algerian, makes no mistake.
And Gilas scoring in their 2-1 victory over Bursaspor in round 29. Ooh, this is a nasty collision and another penalty. Oh, this is nasty.
Dangerous clash of heads. Kozanovic was late to the ball, gets all of Barbosa, and Beto preventing Seleznyov, who scored those 2 goals against Galatasaray, from scoring there.
Yeah, Seleznyov scoring all 3 goals for Akhisarspor to get to the Turkish Cup final. And then Göztepe looking for a go-ahead goal. Doesn't get it there.
Andre Castro with the shot. And then it would be Selçuk Şahin with a header, just missing the upper 90.
So Göztepe and Akhisarspor play to 1-1 draw. The next team to pick up 3 points on Karabükspor is Bursaspor.
Tenacious work here from Yusuf Erdogan. He gets the ball to Pablo Batalla with the goal at his mercy. Makes no mistake, but look at the work from Erdogan. No foul, just absolute tenacity.
The man Pablo Batalla, I call him Paul Warrior, gives Bursaspor the 1-0 advantage, but Karabükspor, handball here there on Ersoy and without Akin Berry's spot shot. All right. Not the conventional way, but still went over the line.
Yeah, and Harun Tekin, the goalkeeper, every reason to be upset at his teammates not reacting quickly enough after he made a very good save on the spot kick. And then there would be another spot kick here. Another goalkeeper involved, Shaglar Şahin, pulling Musa Sao down, and he takes the responsibility himself. Another soft penalty. Karabükspor not very happy with the refereeing of Serkan Şinar.
Bursaspor coming in on a 3-game losing streak, but no better cure for a losing streak than to play Karabükspor. Another goal here, Barış Erdimici.
Yeah, but Karabükspor with a lot of reason to complain here as a player in active offside position, blinding the goalkeeper, and then another bad call and a red card to boot. Is there a pull here? I don't think it's enough. Bogdan Stanku steps up, doesn't even celebrate.
4-1 is the final for Bursaspor. They pick up an important 3 points as they sit comfortably mid-table. Konya Büyükşehir Belediye Stadium is Konyaspor against Kasımpaşa. And Konyaspor coming off the scoreless draw at Antalyaspor. Samuel Eto'o, back-to-back treble. Cameroon international legend with the opening goal.
Ball turned over, springing Konyaspor in quick transition. The ball ends up at Eto'o, and he rifles it in.
And then 33rd minute chance for the Istanbul side. Kasımpaşa pushing forward. This is a man who's used to scoring, but he's denied here, Trezeguet.
Yeah, very selfish. Dian was wide open. All he had to do was square the ball to him, and they'd be tied. Instead, it's another opportunity for Konyaspor with Moriki Fofana getting past his defender and hitting the ball wide. And then it would be Mehdi Bourabia with a strong shot saved by Eray Birnichan.
See both of these teams end-to-end action here, but Konyaspor pick up the victory. Yahovic, Eto'o, each a goal as Konyaspor pick up the big 3 points.
Lovely cutting pass from Bourabia, finding Vedat Bora, who serves it on a silver platter for the cool and collected Yahovic.
We've had a great start to this Turkish Super League Highlight Show Round 30 recap, and it continues after the break with Fenerbahce needing the 3 points to keep up with the rest of the title contenders. Also the best of Round 30, looking forward to the Harika goals that we have in store. And Galatasaray looking to recover after that shocking loss in the Turkish Cup semifinals to Akhisarspor. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more Turkish Super League Highlight Show after the break. Welcome back, everyone. Turkish Super League Highlight Show Round 30 recap. Let's get right into the action from the matchup between Fenerbahce and Antalyaspor.
Fenerbahce, 5-game league unbeaten run after their 2-1 victory at Sivasspor. Meanwhile, Antalyaspor, scoreless draw versus Konyaspor. But Antalyaspor on a 4-game unbeaten run. And it's Fenerbahce with the opening goal thanks to the Moroccan Atif Shashwe.
Shashwe starts the play, takes a tumble, gets up, and smashes this volley into the corner.
Good to see that Fenerbahce getting goals from other players outside of Giuliano and Bobby Soldier, although Bobby Soldier, smooth, calm, composed finish for Roberto Soldado.
Space in between Antalyaspor's lines exploited by Fenerbahce. Juru pushes up, opening a lane for Soldado, rounds the keeper, and slots it in.
2-0 at this point in favor of Fenerbahce, but the boys in red trying to come back here. Volkan Demirel with his gloves heating up there off that save.
Not much work for him in this game, and he'd get beaten here. A mistake from Martin Skirtle, and then Suleiman Dukara with a shot past the hapless keeper.
2-1 at this point in favor of Fenerbahce. This match taking place at the Ulker Stadium. Another chance here for the home side. They are on the break. Giuliano gonna get set up here, or set up Nabil Dirar, but no goal here.
Another quick counter from Fenerbahce. Giuliano should have smacked it first time, takes a touch, allows the ball to be blocked by the captain for Antalyaspor. But he get another opportunity. Nabil Dirar does not give up on his Brazilian teammate. He says, here you go, have another bite at the cherry. And he says, thank you very much.
It's like Aaliyah once saying, if at first you don't succeed, let's just off and try again. And that's exactly what happened there with that connection between Dirar and Giuliano. It's 3-1 at this point, and a man who gets often mistaken for Eric Krakauer, Matthew Valbuena, the fourth.
I don't quite have the Frenchman's skill, but I think I'm better looking.
Yes.
Lovely curler past defenders and goalkeeper.
4-1 is the final, and I can say that we both wish we had the paychecks of Matthew Valbuena. Moving on to the two teams from Ankara, Gençlerbirliği and Osmanlıspor. Ooh, this is a great diving save early by Johannes Hopp.
Phenomenal save, cat-like reflexes, incredible stretch. And on the other side, Zydrunas Karsemarskas, another fantastic goalkeeper. He does not want to be shown up. Elvis Manu on the left crosses the ball to Petr Skuletic, and the Lithuanian with a big save, but Skuletic really aims the ball right at him.
Both goalkeepers were magnificent in this match. Hopp again, this time denying Serdar Guler. Gençlerbirliği coming off the 3-2 loss at Kayserispor, Osmanlıspor in that wild 3-3 draw at Trabzonspor, or versus Trabzonspor, I should say. Opening goal here, Adrien Regate.
Eyes on the ball, and a clean hit on this volley. Torto Lumanza-Lembi with the ankle-breaking skill on the right-hand side. And Regatan would score a second. The defenders don't attack the ball, and he has time to pick his spot, thanking the assist man, Aminu Umar, the Nigerian. But look here, defenders don't move, they just watch. And Regatan puts it away.
This match at the Ankara Undukuzmeye Stadium, Osmanlıspor looking to pick up the 3 points with a third goal, and they get it thanks to Serdar Guler.
A composed finish from the winger, who was dynamic throughout this game. Does get a little bit of luck here with the deflection, but they all count.
And Osmanlıspor win this recent Ankara derby, if you will. Trabzonspor at home against Sivasspor. Yusuf Yazici and Sasal Vural with the save.
Ali Sasal Vural making himself big.
And then another chance for Trabzonspor. Filip Novak has his shot deflected as Trabzonspor looking dangerous early on.
And how about that for a block? He'd get another chance. Scored last week, but this one, just a few inches too much to the right, off the post.
Trabzonspor trying to secure their place as the best of the rest. Obviously, we know the top four teams. Trabzonspor trying to go solidly into fifth. It doesn't help when you give up a goal like this. Hakan Arslan with the opening strike.
He starts the play in midfield, continues his run, and then lobs the header over the keeper.
Ooh, look at that bending effort there on a set piece. Emre Kilinic with the attempt. Trabzonspor trying to get big Burak Yilmaz involved. Oh, but he misses the header there.
You'd expect a big man to score that one. He is lethal in front of goal. He's going to rue that miss. He does put the ball in the back of the net here, but you'll see that by the time the ball leaves Yazici's feet, he's in an offside position. Clearly. I don't think there's a player who's been offside more than Burak Yilmaz. And then the dagger, Syriac with the assist, and the finish is from Aruna Gone. Classy as always.
And Sivasspor bounced back well after that 2-1 loss versus Fenerbahce. All right, Alanyaspor versus Galatasaray. This would not be easy for the Lions. However, they do have in their ranks, Galatasaray, the Gol Krali, Bafetembi Gomis, right place, right time, stays on side.
And he'd hope that they'd all be that easy. Rodriguez with the shot. Haydar Yilmaz makes a good save, but parries the ball into danger, where the big Frenchman gobbles it up.
Now a chance here for Alanyaspor, pushing for the equalizer. Muslera taking down Douglas. Is this a penalty here, Eric? What do you think?
Now, great work from Muslera. Gets the ball first, and then an own goal from Georgios Tsavelas. Haydar Yilmaz actually had that covered, as you'll see in the replay, but his defender making the mistake. Not a bad goal.
Yeah, pretty athletic there by the Greek defender. Alanyaspor fans, don't worry. You're down 2 until this strike here by Junior Fernandez.
The bleach blonde beauty, scoring a lot of goals this season. None better than that one.
You know that's not his natural hair color, right? I'm just saying. I tried blonde once. Okay, enough of that. Oh, how about this one here? Emre, almost Yobaba. Baba with a equalizer. And then Galatasaray pushing forward. Guido Rodriguez. Gonna test the goal there. Big save by Yilmaz. And then Eric, Alanyaspor. This is a clear penalty in favor of the home side.
Yeah, Serdar Aziz certainly brings down Douglas, tries to hit the ball from behind. And of course, it's Emre Akbaba, the man taking all the penalty responsibilities, who would tie it up. But then Sinan Gumus scoring the winner, his 3rd winner this season. Not bad coming off the bench.
And Galatasaray have never lost to Alanyaspor in Turkish Super League play. That streak continues. When we return, Besiktas would be taking on Yeni Malatyaspor. How would the recently promoted side handle the 2-time reigning champions? Find out after the break here on the Turkish Super League Highlight Show on beIN Sports.
Welcome back to beIN Sports coverage of the Turkish Super League Highlight Show Round 30 recap. Besiktas needing 3 points to continue their quest for the three-peat.
At the Vodafone Arena, Besiktas only 1 loss in their last 12 Super League matches. Back in round 13, Yeni Malatyaspor at Yeni Malatya Stadium, holding Besiktas to a scoreless draw. A man who scores a lot is Anderson Talisca. Wasn't able to do so there, but Alvaro Negredo does here.
That is breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the Spanish Matador. 3 Malatyaspor defenders getting in each other's way, gifting him the ball. Then an opportunity here for Michael Pereira. Fabri would save that one. He would not, though, save this one. Make enough mistakes and you're going to get punished. The ball through Demagoy Vida's legs, as you'll see in the replay, and past the Spanish keeper.
1-1 at this point. Yeni Malatyaspor recently promoted, putting up a good fight against the 2-time champions. This Ricardo Quaresma curler going wide.
Inches wide from the Portuguese winger.
Besiktas pushing forward, looking for the go-ahead goal, and they would get it thanks to Anderson Talisca. And you got to figure he's going to get a lot of attention from Brazilian national team coach Chichi very soon.
One of the most complete attacking midfielders in world football. I hope to see him in the World Cup.
He certainly deserves it. Ricardo Quaresma missed with his first free kick opportunity. He doesn't miss with this one in the 88th minute.
He calibrated his shot with the first, makes no mistake with the second, almost in the side net. No chance for the goalkeeper.
So no change at the top of the table after 30 rounds. Fenerbahce and Galatasaray separated by 3 points between first and fourth.
My focus is on Fenerbahce, 3 points from the top, but with the easiest remaining fixtures of all the top 4 teams.
Looking forward to seeing what happens over the next couple of rounds as we get closer to crowning a champion, and also possibly seeing what happens at the bottom of the table. Look at the 2 Ankara sides currently in relegation positions.
And what a game that was for Osmanlispor.
So now we take a look at what's going to happen next week. This is a massive matchup between Galatasaray and Besiktas on beIN Sports Connect 4. Encore presentation, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. on beIN Sports.
It's going to be an absolute barn burner between two of the better attacking teams in the league and could be the league decider.
Time to check out the podium of Harika goals for round 30. We begin with this great header by Hakan Arslan and their victory. Sivasspor's victory over Trabzonspor.
Makes a deep run from midfield. Nobody tracks him. Looping header. No chance for the keeper.
Number 2 is the matchup, that Ankara derby, if you will, and Adrien Ricatin giving Osmanispor a huge victory.
Eyes on the ball after great work on the right. Clean hit. No chance again for a hapless number 1 in the net.
And number 1 comes from Besiktas. Ricardo Quaresma just steps up, calm, cool, great finish here.
You cannot hit a free kick any sweeter than that.
That is our number 1 goal of round 30, the most Harika goal of the round. All right, the best 11. We want to focus on the goal, Ali Bural making our best 11.
Third string keeper, 8 saves in a big win for Sivasspor against Trabzonspor. Look at that man up top, Giuliano, arguably the best player of all players in the Turkish Super League this season.
And of course, can't have a best 11 without Rafet Gomis, as the Gol Krali continues his reign.
He's scoring more than everybody else. Burak Yilmaz, no chance to catch up now.
So after 30 rounds in the Turkish top flight, the race is still tight, and it is going to go to the very end of the season. Looking forward to what will go down in round 31, and of course, we'll have it for you here on beIN Sports. A great show that happens every weeknight, Monday through Friday. It is The Extra, 7 p.m. in the East, 4 p.m. in the West with Kevin Egan and the crew. Special features, the great analysis, and so much more on The Extra, Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And then after The Extra on Monday and Friday nights, it is The Locker Room, 7:30 p.m. in the East, 4:30 p.m. in the West, for the best football debate show on the planet. I'm George DiMattelis, and thank you for watching this presentation of the Turkish Super League Highlight Show on beIN Sports. Barish.